Hello and good afternoon. This is Ronald Bird with another edition of Style Speaks. We're here at Howard University's campus, Blackburn Center, on this kind of cloudy day, but it's a beautiful day in here, as I have a really special guest that decided to come out and speak to us today, and his name is Mr. Christopher Barnhill. What's up, Christopher?
How are you? I'm doing great, yourself.
Let me shake your hand there, fellow.
Thank you.
Well, I am really glad you took some time out to talk to us today. I know you do. I know you're not. You may be kind of nervous. I don't know, but I know you do public speaking and you do the motivational piece and all that. But sometimes it just kind of depends on where you are, who you're talking to, if the nerves kind of flutter. But I hope I'm making them a little nervous on him. That means I'm doing my job.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, he's a little nervous. Yeah. But tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Washington, D.C. I was raised in Peachey County.
Okay, don't give me no one-word answers and keep me going.
You already started.
Okay, all right, because you start. I'm from Washington, D.C. Okay, go ahead.
Washington, D.C. I went to Bladesburg High School in that area of Hyattsville, Maryland.
Okay, so you're kind of from this area, obviously.
Yep.
State. Do you plan on staying for long? I mean, I guess this is home. It's been home, but is there any plans to transition anyplace else?
You know, I took with the idea of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is like my second home. I have a lot of family there, and I've toured with New York. But D.C. is just home, and I really love my family and friends and all the stuff that I engage with in D.C. So I don't see myself moving today. But maybe in the
You ain't got no U-Haul back here.
No
Not
U-Haul.
today.
No, not today.
He said not today.
No U-Haul, no.
Okay, but maybe it's an option. You're
It's an
open.
option.
You're
I'm
open
open
to it.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you're definitely somebody I wanted to talk to, man. You support something really big that and I am an advocate for, but you really kind of make a voice in a lot of different areas, and I tend to talk to people in the not tend to, but I have talked to a lot of people in the fashion industry. You're not in the fashion industry, but I think that you have a sense of style, and you were you were like, me? You want to talk to me? But everybody, of course, everybody has their own personal sense of style, but you kind of present something that, in what you do, you definitely pay attention to how you look, but it doesn't really make you who you are.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I got from you. And that's why I found you interesting. I kind of select people for different reasons, and that's one of the reasons why, because I think it's just kind of boring if everybody was just fancy and just wanted to dress up like they're going to a ball, on the show all the time. But so tell everybody, and I'm talking about what you advocate for and a little bit of your story. Tell everybody a little bit about what I'm talking about, because you know what I'm talking about.
Did I hold the mic? No.
Well, you ain't. Can you believe this one? No, I got you.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Christopher Barnhill. I do a lot of work in reproductive and sexual health.
Talk a little louder, folks. So
Reproductive and sexual health.
Okay.
How I started at 16. Doing a lot of work in HIV and AIDS work. My birth mother died of AIDS, and I was infected with HIV at birth. And so when I discovered that, I decided that I was going to use a lot of my life to do that type of work.
Absolutely.
And so it has been pretty much a snowball of great things, right? So I've taught reproductive health, sexual health. I've spoken all over the place around HIV and AIDS and advocating. A lot of my work, a lot of things I do is centered around that. And so I'm grateful and thankful that I get to be able to do that work. And I've been doing it now for 10 years. I've done it. I spoke to crowds as small as 10 and crowds as big as 10,000.
Wow.
And so I've done a lot, and I'm really grateful to be able to be 27 years with HIV and still be able to see that life is bigger than this illness.
Well, that's really deep, man, and definitely my hat goes off to you. And it's never not enough to keep talking about HIV and AIDS, man, and working towards finding a cure. So what do you want to take that to? Without like telling specifically, what your job is specifically, if you don't want to talk about that. But what is your challenges, and what do you want to do? What are you working towards to being that voice and being that? You just want to keep getting the word out there, or making people aware, or do you have a specific purpose?
Well, my specific purpose around that, I started out in prevention. trying to ensure that people who are HIV negative to not become positive. I pretty much have changed the message. I want to make sure that people are positive are living their best life.
Okay.
I think a lot of times that when you become positive, you just kind of forget about life and forget about, you know, doing other things that you enjoy to do. And so that's why I'm always vocal about everything that I do. Like whether I'm in school currently at the Catholic University, I'm in relationships, I'm going hanging out with friends, I'm, you know, writing books, I'm doing a lot of other great things because I want people to know that you can still have HIV and still be able to do a lot of other stuff as well. Your life does not stop there.
Absolutely, you can live a fantastic, well-productive life.
Exactly. And that's what the message I try to send now. And then I just got tired of doing the prevention messages because I kept finding myself telling people not to be like me.
Right.
And that was really damaging to my spirit because I was like, no, I don't want to tell people to not be like me, but I want people to be able to say, you know what, because of him, I can still live life a different way. I can still think about something different. And so that's why I don't no longer do prevention work. I just kind of do a lot of positivity, your best life type of work.
Well, that is really great. I mean, I know recently you got an award. You want to tell everybody what that award was? How you got recognized?
You know, the floodgates just have opened. I got an award. Actually, a friend of mine honored me the award, and it was, oh my God, I can't remember the name of the award.
It's okay, because I'm putting you on the spot. You know, so it's as you talk, it may come back to you. But don't worry about the name of the award.
He honored me with an award, which I thought was it was like the greatest advocate or something like that.
Yeah.
And my friend did that.
Like a neighborhood. I think neighborhood was a neighborhood or something neighborhood award or something. But anyway.
I got 2 awards in like back to back.
Okay, you got 2.
One from Inner Light Ministries and one from my friend. And it was pretty good that your friend can honor you in that way. And it was his birthday.
Okay.
And so I was like,
where
wow.
the attention probably should have been more about him.
Yeah, it was definitely should have been more about him.
Wonderful.
And he decided to honor me on that day, and he even named an award after me. So I'm like, this really appreciative that I can have friends like that, because you don't get friends like that.
No, you don't. Well, you must be definitely doing something right, man. And it takes, I mean, I don't know how old you are. I'm not going to put your age up.
27.
Well, you're definitely, you know, for a younger person out here who has been infected for that long and who can come out and say that, you know, I'm HIV positive and I'm doing this work and I'm living my best life, and you can live your best life, and you know, this is what the disease can be, and all these wonderful things to give hope and determination to people is definitely admirable, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you today. And as I know, this is kind of sort of what you do, but this is more of a personal, you know, you're not really here to talk about HIV and AIDS, you're really here to talk about you, but that's a part of who you are and what you do. So I really kind of wanted to capture Christopher, and that's what I tell people. I really don't want you to bring your persona to the table. I want you to bring your name and not the aliases, not Lil Ski and all that.
You know,
I want your real name.
I get a little I've been in circles where I'm just trying to be myself.
Did I say Little Ski on camera?
You did. I tried to move past
okay.
it. But you
well,
went
my camera guy didn't laugh, so maybe that one wasn't. Well, maybe he's just getting tired of holding the camera at this point. You're like, all right. Well, he getting paid, so that's not even triple on him right now. He told us some jokes too. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I've been in circles where I'm just trying to be regular, and people pull out all of my accolades and,
right.
and titles, and I'm like, look, I'm just trying to be Christopher.
Right.
I'm not trying to be. I kind of get a little embarrassed a little bit.
Absolutely.
Not in a bad way, just that I don't really come into spaces where I'm like, look at me.
Right.
I kind of like come into spaces like, please take the attention off of me.
Right. And I get that, and that's great, and I see that, and that's a part of your. That's a part of the package that I definitely was attracted to. That kind of humbleness, and you know, I'm not like hear me or here I am, and you know, take the picture and I'm this and I'm that. So those are definitely, believe me, people are noticing that too, and it's always nice to kind of be recognized for just us. you know, for just who we are.
Yes.
You know, don't you like want to get to know me? Don't you want to know something about me? You know, I like chocolate ice cream too.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I've done, and like this is a pretty fun one. I've done an interview where it was like totally not about what the work I do.
Right.
It's pretty much who I am as a person, and that was really fun because I was like, oh my god, I don't. But I have to go through the long list of things that I've done. But it's all of it is great experiences.
Absolutely.
But I just kind of like do it for the purpose of why I do it, and then I go back home.
Okay.
Or I go hang with my friends, or I hang with my partner, or I do hang with my nephews who I adore. And so to them, I'm just Uncle Chris.
Right.
That's how I like to be to my friends. So it's kind of like, Chris is it.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, and well, to touch on, and we talked about the whole professional part and all that, but you know, in touching on the whole style and fashion, and I wanted to get your perception too, how a lot of what I talk about is, and we're traveling to New York for Fashion Week in September.
You're fancy.
And yeah, we're getting fancy. We're doing some travel. We're running for the bus. So, but. Huh? No, well, it's a Style Speaks bus. It got our name on it. Look at my page, you'll see it. But what I'm saying is, your perception of DC. You know, you've been here. You dress nice. I mean, how important? And as you do your professional thing, but how important do you think a person's own creative, or how creative do you think you are? You have a T-shirt and some shorts on today. A lot of people ask, you know, what should I wear, or how should I look? And I'm like, be you. I don't care as long as you have some clothes on. You know, I don't care what you put on. You wear a suit and tie. You come with some shorts and T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna put on. What I'm gonna try to do is not outshine you. So I tones it down.
You got a little nice little style.
I got some jeans on, right? I mean, I can't help the style part. You know, that's just gonna come out. I got my man over here laughing at me over here, right there. But I mean, that's just gonna come through. If you got it, you got it. Ain't that right? Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, I've seen your photos, and I was like, dang, he can dress.
I mean, but you know what? And I don't. It's not about. And that's just really about my persona, my personality. I've always been. I used to model way back then.
Shameless plug.
Way back then, and style and fashion has always been of interest to me. When I used to, you know, sit with the GQ magazine on my bedstand in the late 70s, and when I was in junior high school or whatever. But dating myself, but at the same time, you know, it's always been a part of who I was, you know, growing up, going out, whatever. And but how it got to be that way, no one ever asked me questions personally about, you know, people just want to say, oh, that look good, where you buy that, you know, take me shopping and that kind of thing. But, you know, I think there's a piece to us, there's a component to all of us that how we got to be who we are. So for you, is there any person in your family or anybody that kind of stood out for you, or how do you characterize your own personal style before we bring it to a close?
Well, definitely my style is very individualized. I think my style is my own, right? And so what I typically like to wear is just jeans and t-shirt.
Okay, you're a jeans and t-shirt. I love it. You're a t-shirt person.
And I like screen tees. Like, as you can see, this is a screen tee.
Okay.
So a lot of my shirts either have.
You say that you like drinking green tea? What you said?
You know what? I said screen tea.
Oh, you wearing a screen tea.
Turn up your hearing aid.
Are we gonna cut that part?
No.
Okay,
Keep it in.
We'll keep that in.
You don't edit nothing, right?
See, you listen to a conversation.
Exactly.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But screen tees, actually, a lot of the shirts that I wear have words on it. I have a shirt that says legalize gay on it. I have a shirt that says HIV positive.
Right.
And I like to wear it for shock value.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, you do it.
It's definitely funny to see how people just react.
So that's your way of really bringing. What you said is kind of, well, here you go, because I'm listening to what you say, but that's kind of a contradiction. Because you say you kind of don't want to stand out, but if you're wearing these T-shirts that are causing these discussions, or you're just like, okay, he's got an "I'm gay" T-shirt on. You know, you're drawing attention to yourself.
Exactly.
So that even provokes conversation, that provokes attention. Exactly. So how do you balance that?
It's in your face for a reason. Like me personally, I'm not putting attention on me personally. I'm putting attention on the message. And that's why I wear the shirts, because if I'm walking around the streets with HIV positive shirt, most people are like, where you get this shirt from, right?
Right.
So they're asking me, what is that about? And I tell them about the messages, or like the Gay OK shirt in Southeast, and feel pretty proud of it, because I love myself, and I'm really, comfortable in my own skin, and by wearing that, it's showing people to be comfortable in your own skin.
Well, that's great. That's a great message. Well,
you tried.
Yeah, I try to trip you up, but you know,
I know myself.
You've been listening to my. Well, listen. Let me ask you this fun question. Do you have a and I didn't ask my previous guest because we were going long, but I have a minute or two with you. What if you have do you have a celebrity crush, and who is it, and would you tell her?
Brandy.
Brandy?
Brandy is my celebrity crush.
Okay, that's interesting. That came from out the sky right there.
I mean, I've been a fan of Brandy since I was like a kid.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's good. That's pretty good. Okay, and how about style-wise? Who would you emulate as far as their fashion sense? Who do you like looking at for their?
I don't know. I don't think I really have anyone in particular that comes to mind in terms of style. Like, really, I can wake up in the morning and feel like I want to wear a tie to that, I'll wear a tie to that. Right. Or a t-shirt the next day.
But that's not a celebrity that, he's always put together, whether he's dressed up, dressed down. I like his look, I like his style. Like a male.
I can't really think of, because I don't really
Not Chris Rock, I'm Chris Rock, Chris Brown, or, a rapper, a singer, an actor, or no, not really? No?
I don't really look at fashion like that. I don't really pay attention to it. I just kind of like, I know it looks nice on me, and I wear it.
Okay, well that's your answer. I can't force you to say nobody.
You was trying to pull something.
I was trying to pull something. I mean, I'm like, okay, you look like a Chris Brown wannabe. You look like a something.
For real.
Listen, let me get out of this interview before I get cut. But listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man.
Thank you
so much for being here. Definitely a brave young man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. We need more kids like you. Not a kid, but thank you. Well, this has been another edition of Style Speaks. We're out till the next time. See you later.